velocity time graph. For the velocity time graph, time is taken along the x-axis and velocity is taken along the y-axis. First, for the uniform motion. For the uniform motion, the nature of the graph will be a horizontal line parallel to the time axis. It means that with the change in the time, the velocity of the body is not changing. It is at a fixed value. Therefore, the graph is a horizontal line parallel to the time axis. Since its velocity is not changing, that is, we can say that in the uniform motion, the velocity is constant. And as the velocity is constant, therefore acceleration will be 0. Why it is 0? Because for the acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t. As there is no change in the velocity, that is u is equal to v, therefore its value will come to be 0. Therefore, when the velocity is constant, acceleration is 0 and the graph will be a horizontal line parallel to the time axis. Now the second case. The second case is uniformly accelerated motion. Uniformly accelerated motion, in this case, the graph will be a straight line, that is along OA. This shows that the velocity is increasing with the time, that is the acceleration is positive. And if we see the BC, that means that the velocity is decreasing with the time. This is called the negative acceleration, and the other name of the negative acceleration is retardation. Now the third case. For the third case, uniformly accelerated motion. Non-uniformly accelerated. Non-uniformly means the velocity is not changing with the time in a uniform way. That is, there is an equal time interval, but the change in the velocity is not equal. It is varying. For this, the nature of the graph can be in this way. That is, it will not be a straight line or a parallel, but will be a curved line. Here you can say that from O to A, the velocity is increasing, that is positive acceleration. Then along AB, the velocity is decreasing, therefore negative acceleration, then again increasing, then decreasing. This is known as the non-uniformly accelerated motion. We will find out what does the area under VT graph represent. Here is the plot of a motion of an object which was moving initially with the velocity u when it was at the point t. At time t equal to 0, its velocity was u, and after time t, when it reaches to the point B, its velocity becomes v. That is, OP is equal to v, OA is equal to u, and OD is equal to t. Now, the area covered under this motion is from A to B with respect to the time axis. The area covered is OABD. This area is equal to the distance covered by the object. Now, how does it come? Now we will find the area under the VT graph. Area under VT graph. What is the area under VT graph? It is equal to OABD. Area of OABD. What does area of OABD? It is equal to the area of trapezium, that is area of OABD. What is the area of trapezium? The area of the trapezium is equal to half into sum of parallel sides into height. In the figure OABD, OA and BD are the parallel sides. Therefore, it can be written as OA plus BD into height, and height is OD, that is OD. What is OA? OA is U. And what is BD? That is V. And what is OD? It is T. From this you can find the distance. This is equal to the distance. And in another figure, this is a figure, it also describes the motion of the object. Now we will find the area of this figure. Area of this figure is area of A, B, C, D equal to, this is a rectangle, area of the rectangle is equal to length into breadth. What is the length here? AD. And what is the breadth here? AB. What does AD represent? AD represents the velocity. And what does AB represent? It represents the time. And what does velocity into time? Velocity into time is equal to the distance. Therefore, the area under the VT graph represents the distance. Distance is equal to area under VT graph. Thus, what is the use of the VT graph? We can find the total distance covered by the object by finding the area covered by the object during its motion. We will find the slope of the VT graph. Here is the VT graph describing the motion of an object at time t1, t2 and t3. The velocity of the object is v1, v2 and v3 respectively. Now slope. By the formula of the slope, that y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Along the y-axis it is velocity and along the x-axis it is time. Therefore, we will take any two values of the velocity from y-axis and any two values of the time with respect to the velocity. I have taken v1 and v2, that is v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1. Here v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1. Similarly, you can consider v3 and v1. Then the equation will be v3 minus v1 upon t3 minus t1. Similarly, you can take as v3 and v2. v3 minus v2 upon t3 minus t2. That means you can take any two values of velocity and corresponding values of the time. Therefore, the equation becomes v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. What is v2 minus t1? It is the change in the velocity with respect to the time t1 and t2. That is change in velocity by time interval. And what is change in velocity by time interval? That is the rate of change of velocity. And what is rate of change of velocity? It is acceleration. Therefore, the slope of VT graph represents the acceleration of the object.